What's happening, people? Dan Lawless here, West Ham Fan TV. Just watched the Liverpool 2, West Ham 1 performance. I got Damo here, and I'm in a cab. I'm trying to get out before the lockdown comes in, so we're fitting it in. I'm joined here by Matt, so we're fitting it in. And Matt, how you feeling after that performance? I mean, mixed emotions for me. How you feeling?
You took the words right out of my mouth, mate. A game of mixed emotions. I mean, a game of a lot of talking points, that's for sure, no? But I mean, realistically, being a couple of minutes away from
Yeah,
taking a point at Anfield is not really anything to be angry about, is it? Hello? I think a draw would have been a fair result for us, but I think we could have taken the points, I
connection
really do.
troubles. Can you? What about now? There we go.
Yeah, yeah, there we go. So,
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
you're right, Matt.
I mean, at the start of the game, I thought, well, we could have been dangerous from set pieces. We're much bigger than them. We've got a lot of guys in who could score from set pieces that didn't really work. And I mean, also with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson always bombing up, I thought, maybe Sufao and Masuaku could have got in a little bit more behind them because, these guys basically play as wingers. But I mean, well, one of the main talking points, Haller, I mean, when we started sticking in the majority of crosses, he was already off the pitch. So I mean, it wasn't really the best
Yeah,
thing for him to do.
mate. How
But
many times did we see that with Andy Carroll? Andy Carroll would come on,
yeah,
we'd stop putting crosses in, or he would go off, then we'd start putting crosses in.
I mean, well, before we get into Haller, I mean, that's another thing. Like you said, man of the match for Nows. I mean, I would honestly agree with that. But I would also say that for me, it would be a split
Yeah,
with Cresswell. I mean, Cresswell again proving us wrong. I mean, that time he tracked back to dispossess Mané, was fantastic. Picked up a couple of fouls against Salah too. I mean, and time and
yeah,
time again on the overlap with Masuaku. I mean, something that
yeah.
is just fantastic. I mean, you cannot knock Cresswell, and like you said, for nows. I mean, there was a lot of noise before the game about maybe that Ben Rama will be a better choice to start up front with Haller to give him a bit more support. But I mean, for nows shutting up people yet again, don't you think?
Oh yeah, listen, he has massively has shown why he deserves to be in this team week in, week out. And look, that goal from him, the finish, the composure, unbelievable. Obviously, look, we had a bit of luck with where it bounced to him, but I think we created our own luck in that instance. Um, and yeah, come on, like unbelievable finish. And after that, he kept on and he kept trying. Yeah, for now,
You,
it's massive.
you see him all over the place. I mean, the only thing he's still young. He's still, we've got to help him improve his little bit of his final ball because I mean there were those two chances. One where Bowen run the wrong way, and the time that
Mm,
Bowen did run the right way, he didn't slot it through, and I think he smashed it against the back of a turned around Robertson. But I mean that's just going to come with time. I mean especially when he's around players of quality like Ben Rama and Bowen and guys, in training, he's going to be picking that up. But I mean, well, we come to the talking point. No, Haller. No, I mean that is. I mean, we've got to say it just ain't the same without Antonio, is it?
No, look. The way we're set up is to have a player like Antonio as our outlet. The pace, the strength, everything he does. LA was a square peg in a round hole, and it's not his fault.
No, it's
He
not.
got a sweat on it. He tried, but he hasn't got the pace. Like
No,
so, and it's very divisive. But I personally, I can't knock him. I
no,
don't think it's his fault.
no, no. I mean, it was like before when we had Arnautovic. Arnautovic was another guy who was perfect for this kind of position. Big, strong, aggressive, quick off on and off the ball. And the problem is, like you say, you can't blame Haller because I mean he spent his whole career as a man that plays with two up front. And it gets to the point now that what do we do? I mean, he made only, I looked it up, he only made 16 touches in all the time he was in the game. I mean, the guy needs to get on the ball. I mean, I don't really know what to do. I mean, it gets to the point now where we have two options. Stick someone up close next to him, maybe a Bowen or a Ben Rama, or what can we do? Play a false nine. Play a false nine. If he doesn't want to stick someone up to support Haller, then I mean, stick up someone to go up as a false nine. Maybe a Ben Rama. Maybe someone that can, we can have that rotational pattern between the front three of Fornals, Ben Rama, and Bowen. But I mean, we've got Fulham next, mate. And would you like to go up 4-5-1 with Haller on his own against Fulham? I mean, that's something for the taking, don't you think?
Hello, hello.
Hello, mate.
You
Yes.
back?
Yes, yeah, mate.
Yeah, so no, I think you're right. I think, listen, Fulham is a chance for us to really assert ourselves and show what we can do against a team where we would look in and maybe go to expect to get something. Where we've faced team after team where we've gone and maybe expected to give up possession,
Yeah. We, we,
really,
we, we got
go for it and with an attack.
we got attack. We got attack. I mean, there you could even go for a 5-3-2. Say, you know what, we'll stick Rice, Suchek, Fornals in the middle, and just bomb up Bowen alongside Haller. Give it a shot, give it a chance, see what we get. I mean, because realistically, I mean, not to get on the guy
Yeah,
again, but another bit of ridiculousness from Yarmolenko again, for that second goal. I mean, we got away with something like that
mm,
last week from Masuaku, but this time we didn't get so lucky, did we?
no, that's it. Yeah, mistakes like that is disappointing, and I think they're going to happen when you're under that sort of pressure. But I think overall, from this run, mate, we can take us so much positivities because I think consistent performance from Arsenal to Liverpool, and I think we've come out of this nightmare run, and I think we can hold our heads high and we've done really well, better than anyone expected us to do, even what the fans
Oh,
expected us.
without a doubt, mate. And like I said, now is the point that we need to go and look when we're up against the smaller teams, because we've been playing all the bigger teams on a defensive strategy. And now, if we're playing against the smaller teams that are also going to sit back against us, well, we need a plan B. And we've talked about that a lot. We need this plan B. I still don't think at the moment switching to a back four is the option, but maybe if Moyes can get it trained, we could do, but I still wouldn't go up for it. But I mean, we need that plan B. We need those subs. I mean, Benrahma and Lanzini, when they came on, gave us that little bit more touch. But again, what can you do with so few minutes? And I think, to be honest, we could have turned it on. I think we came out in the second half looking for the draw, don't you think? I think we could have. I think with that centre-back pairing, I think there was more to get out of that. I think really we could have got something if we'd attacked it a little bit more in the second half. But you're playing Liverpool, so I mean, you go bombing forward, and there's always a risk of getting hurt. So, well, the only last thing I've got to say, really, mate, is when it comes down to the
In
summer,
result, the result.
the summer transfer window, mate.
What's that, mate?
I think we've got to get in a replacement for Fabianski this summer. I mean, I love him. I love all he's done for us, but we need to get in an understudy for the future, because we've got Martin that's there, and what's the other guy's name? Randolph in there. I mean, and we haven't got. I mean, we've got Trot there, and we've got Anang, but I mean, he's going to be 36 by the end of this season, Fabianski. The cracks are starting to show in a little bit, and I really think it's time now that we picked up an understudy. Somebody that we can start bringing in for the future, because if not, we could find ourselves in a real sticky situation for next season. So I mean, that for me is a real big priority that we've got to get in.
Yeah, no, absolutely, mate, absolutely. Well, as the connection's messing up, I better end it there before it gets any worse. So appreciate you coming on, Matt, and we'll speak to you
Yeah.
next time. So
Take care, buddy. Have a good
I'm
one.
on your
Okay?
irons. Cheers, mate.
Stay safe,
You
mate.
too.
Take care.
Bye, mate.
Bye, mate.
You too, mate. Bye, mate.